Hi, I'm Mac McCarthy and I help people with their breakups. And today I want to talk about a topic that keeps coming up in coaching sessions over and over again. A lot of people, and this is where writing out your story is very important, and the words that you write, I really take a look at them. And you can't run away from what you write. It's crystallized. So you can't say, oh, I didn't say that, because a lot of times you might say something, you say, I didn't say that. You don't remember saying that. You might be embarrassed about it. You might subconsciously be blocking it out. But when you write it, it's right there. And some people go, so I've had this a few times in email, so I should just give up? I should just give up? No, you should move on. You see how that sounds so fucking different? When you go, oh, so you're just telling me to give up then? No, I'm telling you to move on as a confident, independent individual. Now, here's the difference. What happens with people like that get into that giving up thing? They're usually hard workers, high achievers. They get a lot of what they want in life. And by all means, a lot of the ways you approach things in life and how to get there is not giving up. I agree. Tenacity wins, man. If you want to be, the greatest artist in the world, if you want to be the greatest basketball player in the world, you don't want to give up. You want to keep working on that. Keep hitting the gym. Keep hitting the paintbrush against the thing, whatever. But you're not going to give up on that dream, and you're going to work at it every day. You're going to put in relationships. When they turn into breakups, don't work that way. Let me be clear. The idea that you're not giving up and you're going to keep trying is unattractive. It's counterintuitive. But other things in your life, I'm a hard worker. I never give up. I wear my heart on my sleeve, this kind of stuff. It doesn't work in getting back your ex. And people like that, they really stick to it. Well, look at all the things I've gotten in my life. I can't believe she wouldn't come back to me. Does she know how much I love and care about her? Yeah, she does. You've told her about 15 times in the last 2 days. And now she's getting annoyed because you're not listening to her. You're not listening to her body language, which is telling you, look, at this point, in this moment, and let me be clear, love and emotions, especially with women, are moments. So things can change. But if you just sit there and needle and I love and care about you, oh my God, you just take all the value out of your balloon. It's just gone. Because they have you sitting there and it's just completely unattractive. And you're thinking, I'm not giving up though. I'm not going to give up. It doesn't work that way. It's not like training for a boxing match in the Rocky movie. It's not the same thing, okay? It doesn't work that way. It's actually the opposite. What you're doing is moving on and you're walking away and you're saying, look, I heard what you had to say. You don't want to be with me. You had a lot of problems with the relationship. I'm with you. You know what? Maybe you're right. But I'm not going to sit around here in the cold at the bus stop waiting for that bus to come around. I'm not going to sit here going, oh yeah, when you're ready. And then people always tell me, well, I told her, whenever you're ready, I'll be there waiting. That's not attractive. You don't have to be an asshole, but you got to be strong and confident. And what you're conveying is, look, not only do you respect the decision, but you're okay with it. Even if you're not okay with it deep down, you're okay with it because deep down you're like, you know what? I can get through this. I can handle this. I'm okay. Now, what I want to say, because I have a lot of female clients recently talking to me and sending stories, it's a little bit different, right? And someone might say, well, what do you mean? I'm just saying that if you want to be needy and that way, a man a lot of times will take you back in that way. But he's going to turn you into a friends with benefits. He's probably going to be more likely to cheat. And he's not going to value you as highly because it was easy to get you back. And he'll use the same tactic again. So like if you get in a fight, he knows you'll come running back and he'll just get his way every time. Women are probably shaking their head, oh yeah, I know what he means. Because I see this all the time. Well, why does he always act? Well, he knows that I'll just come back to him. I've heard this before. Well, can you change that? Well, I don't know how because I love him so much. Well, is it possible to meet someone else? A lot of this stuff has to do with the fear of rejection, looking for a new partner or a new mate. That's what a lot of it has to do with. That's for another video, the whole rejection topic. But this idea that you gave up, I really wouldn't want to seem like the person that gave up. It's not a sports match. It's not school. It's not a job. It's a relationship. It's different. You didn't give up. You're proving like, look, I can handle this. and things aren't working out right now, so I'm moving on. I'm catching the next bus out of this town, and you know what? I'm going to see if there's work over there. And it's not about you rubbing their noses and you hooking up with other people right away. It's just you going, you know what? I can be alone. That's confidence. That's confidence right there. As an adult, that you can be alone and be okay with yourself. And maybe you got to lick your wounds. Maybe you got to hurt for for 2 or 3 months. Maybe you got to watch a sappy movie or two. Maybe you got to break down a couple times in the corner, right? Maybe you got to get that memory that just pinches you in the nerves. But don't look at it like you're giving up. You're working on moving on. And that people get in this no contact, and this is the #1 video I have on my channel, and they really want to know about the no contact, no contact. The no contact is for you to move on. And when you ask me, well, I'm kind of in between using the no contact to get them back or to move on. If you're using it to get them back, it's weak and needy. And if they do come back, they're going to sense that, especially women on men. Okay? So like the fact that they can just like maybe send you a text like, hey, what's going on Sunday? Was wondering what you're up to. And you immediately jump on that. And they were rotten and rude and mean to you the last time you talked. You're a fish on the line anytime they want to reel it in. You want to be back on your terms. Especially if you didn't do anything wrong. There's a case out there that just really bugs me that this guy's chasing this girl that's wants a rich guy, and she bailed on him, and she told him exactly why, which was clear. This is the part that gets me too. Sometimes a woman is telling the guy why, she's giving him all the reasons, but he just keeps thinking like, well, is she going to change though? No, she just told you the reasons. Are you going to accept those reasons as a man? Is that acceptable for you? I mean, that she wants another rich man and she's dating other rich guys. Is that acceptable for you, or is that going to go away anytime soon? I think that's a horrible way to break up. You've been together a while. You know what? I've decided I'm going to look for a rich man. Really? I mean, if you're centered and you're at your right peak, and it's going to hurt, it's going to hit you and stuff, but like you want that kind of a woman back? I'm not saying not to hurt. I'm not saying not to have feelings. I'm saying to deal with it. I'm saying to deal with it. I'm saying to take it on the chin and move forward rather than go back into that arena where you just got hurt. You're not running away. You're not giving up. You didn't even lose the fight. You didn't even lose the fight. A lot of people look at this as a win-loss thing. Well, she got to break up with me. She got to reject me. You didn't even do that, because moving forward in 6 months to a year to 2 years, if you do things right and you face this shit up front in the first 2 or 3 months, you get someone like my help in the live coaching, and we get your ducks in a row, and we figure out exactly what's wrong with this past relationship and where you're going forward. We map that out for you and you get some clarity. I'll tell you what, it's going to take time. That's the thing that people don't, they hate this part of it. They hate the hurt. And that's why I said, what if I told you the hurt's actually a good thing? It shows that you're healing, because the hurt's going to be there. And it's not, if you've been together 4, 5, 6 years, it's going to take a while. It's going to take 5, 6 months even to just get back to regular, without getting them through your head. It's like an addiction you're losing. But if you get that done up front, then when you get in that next relationship, like in something, I don't want to think about another relationship. Hear me out. In a year or 2 years, life goes by really quick, actually. You'll be healed up, and you won't be hung up on that. And let me take this one step further. A lot of people are carrying old relationships. You've had it yourself happen. Oh, well, the reason why she's so jealous is because her past relationship was this. Oh, the reason why she can't commit is because, the 2 guys before me. You don't want to be that person going into the next relationship. So you got to sew this one up, figure out what went wrong, deal with it, then ask yourself, do I deserve better? Can I do better? Can I do equal to better? Right? I've had some guy recently tell me, he goes, look, this is a confident dude, man. He's got a lot going for him. He's got a lot of stuff going for him. He's got money. He's got a good job. He's got a couple houses, I believe. He seems like a really good catch. He's well read. He's an intelligent dude. We were talking, and he goes, honestly, I don't mean to be cocky. He goes, but I feel like I'm the best guy for that woman. And she can't do better than me in the 3 billion men. I said, you know what? Let's flip this. Why can't you do better with the 3 billion women on Earth? And I don't know if there's 3 billion women on Earth. I forgot what the number is. But why can't you flip that? You're saying that she can't do better because you're that good at catch and you love and care about her that much. Why couldn't you find another woman of equal or higher value than her to you? Does that make sense? You got to reframe the questions, and that's what I do in the coaching sessions. And sometimes at first it's like, oh, I didn't want to hear that. And then like 2 or 3 days go by and it's like, yep, yep. And that's what I'm hoping. It just hovers. It's like, come back to that. You have to reframe that whole scenario and search for the meaning of it. Wait a minute. I got all this going for me. I'm stuck on this one woman that rejected me, and I believe I'm the best for her. Is it possible? Here's the other part of this. It's going to take time. It's not the fucking movies. You're not going to meet Miss Right just going down to, the subway one day and just run into her, or at the coffee shop. Sometimes it takes time. It might be a year or 2 years. But you'll meet someone else that you love and care about. But you need to get out of that other relationship to give room to meet someone new. But like I said, in the process, I call it the hunt, right? You're going to see some other ones out there and you're going to go, oh, not for me, not for me, not for me. Oh my God, that was a disaster. And that's okay, because you're moving forward. You're moving on. There's a lot of fish in the sea, as cliche as it sounds, right? There's a lot of avenues to meet women. A lot of people are doing the online thing. There's yoga classes. There's cooking classes I recommend to some people. Someone was just doing singles cooking classes. I don't even like to cook, to be quite honest, but I think that would just be a cool way to meet some women, right? Especially if you like women that are good cooks too, right? I mean, there's so many ways. When you open up your mind to, all right, how would I meet interesting and cool women instead of how do I get my ex back? Think about that for a second. Oh, but the two women I've met so far, they weren't like Alice, She did two. That's what you're going on. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time. So I hope that helps. I'm a little bit passionate about that message because it's come up a lot, and I think it's a big thing to look at when you're in the middle of a breakup. So I hope that helps you. Please visit rightmac.com if you want to tell your breakup story, or you want to do a live coaching session with Coach Mac McCarthy, which is I. Thank you.